that didn't stop automatically after the end of the round at 3 minutes. So they actually get -3 points for that. Next up is Team 8. Looks like your robot is made mostly out of metal. Is that true?
Our goal was to make our robot entirely out of metal, but yeah, we built it also most out of scrap, so we couldn't find any pieces of scrap long enough for those two wooden pieces you see on it. Yeah, so other than that, it's completely aluminum and a little steel.
So your robot has a paddle wheel in front. It doesn't look like your robot has any mechanism to lift the ball up into the field goal. Are you guys going for the field goal at all, or is it just for the possession of the balls, or are you guys going for the mouse hole?
Well, originally we were going to go for the field goal, but we decided that it would be easier, more reliable, and take less time on a couple days ago that that we couldn't finish our screw mechanism to lift the balls up, and so we got rid of that, and hopefully it'll catch some balls and spew them out the side into the 3-point zone. We'll see about that.
So is your robot's control program basically a state machine, or is it actually trying to keep track of information about what the field looks like?
Well, it's basically a state machine. It uses it's using a random walk right now. Actually, it does a lot better when there's more balls because it's really good at picking them up, but it's not so good at finding them. So yeah. So right now it looks like it's just having a hard time finding balls.
Looks like your robot's almost going to get a ball right there, and it had to back up because it thought the wall was too close?
No, it didn't think it was too close. If it hit it, then it would have backed up. I'm not really sure why it's doing that, actually, because it normally doesn't do this.
All right, maybe it'll see some balls on the other side of the field.
It looks like it's just having trouble finding the balls. Like the color calibration's off. The lighting was a lot different in lab when we set up the values, so we weren't expecting like these colors for red or for blue. So even when it looks like it's about to find a ball, it's just going randomly. It's not going to find anything.
Looks like it almost got a ball there and then turned away from it. Looks like your robot isn't moving anywhere right now. Do you know if that's because the code crashed, or is it because your robot sometimes just sits there and thinks about something?
Most likely it's because I have no idea, because it's never ever done this before. Actually, our robot should never stop, ever. So it's pretty much not a good sign. Something's broken. Yeah, we're done.
All right. Looked like your robot stopped on time. So that's a total of 0 points for Team 8. Next up is Team 12. Sure. Can you tell me a bit about the design of your robot?
Our robot is designed with a number of sensors. It has 3 IR sensors in front that's infrared, and it has, which should keep it from bumping into the walls. It has a bump sensor in the back, which keeps it from, if it's reversing, it'll stop it from being stuck. And it has the camera, and in order to capture a ball, it uses the servo to raise the gate in front, and it'll lower that after it captures the ball. Right now, it's scanning to see if there are any balls in the area, and eventually, after it should time out of this, and we set ours up as a finite state machine, so it'll vary between a number of states based on the decisions that it makes from its IR sensor readings.
Looks like your robot has 2 layers of wooden board. Can you tell me a bit about the mechanical design and what sort of mechanism your robot uses to pick up balls?
It has the 2 boards, so there's space to store the balls underneath. Oh, it says it's stuck. Anyway, I guess the idea is that we designed it so it would vary between wander, follow the wall, and going after balls. But it's interesting. It seems... I'm not sure what it's doing. I'm sorry. My guess is that, okay, so the way that ours is, we had trouble bumping into walls before, and so what we did is we would monitor the current coming from the motors. And when the current was too high, when it was stuck, then it would try to rotate to the left or right, depending on which wall was closer, and it would use that to back out. And because we did not calibrate the current coming from the motors earlier today, it's continuing to think it's stuck, and I'm guessing that that's probably what's happening right now. Oh, this is so sad. Yeah, it'll stop after 3 minutes. Man.
All right, nice try for Team 12.
It's time for the swap. You should tell Finale to
She knows. We're going to let 15 go.
You brought this one.